Okay, this morning I was at the airport. Well, I was there all day. And I mean my private airport because I own my own aircraft. So I went into a store at a gas station down the way. And I took a picture of this with my phone. 3, 3, and 3 is 3 squared. That's 9. It's an interesting number that somebody would pick that. But not really when you know that these guys are speaking, this reality is being controlled by numbers. You have to pinpoint where that's coming from. Now this, a lot of you haven't seen this, but some of you have. 11/6/12 was the day that Obama got inaugurated or whatever for the presidency the second time. This, if you were to turn around away from this, was the meat section. This belonged over in the video game department. It was completely out of place, but here there's 333, 333, 333, 369, and here it says an ancient evil awakens. And here this is the day that Obama or Barack Obama or whatever the fuck. Okay, I saw this, and this was up for a while too. I mean, every day I'd go in the store and I'd see this. I was like, holy crap. You know, I mean, so, you know, here's 3 squared. It's 9. This is the cube. All these numbers, if you pinpoint where they're coming from, even going back to Jesus, you know, 3, 6, 9. Somebody said I was passing code. Really? Was I around when Jesus was around, dumbass? Really? Are you going to be that stupid and try and push that off, saying that I'm passing code? Really? Did I write the Bible? Did I write the King James Bible, asshole? I'm showing people that the story's in here. You stupid, illegitimate, empty-headed animal fuckface. Yeah, I'm passing code. I'm trying to wake people up to the fact that there is a code, you dumbass. And you're part of it because you're trying to stymie it from getting out. So fuck you. I don't know who this guy is. He's some jackass that keeps leaving comments. Yeah, I'm passing code. Yeah, I wrote the King James Bible. That was me. Yeah, that was me. Yeah, I was taking a day off, you stupid asshole. Oh yeah, me and Jesus used to play cards together. Diamond J still owes me $50. You fucking dope. Yeah, like I wrote this. I made all this up. Sorry, kid. Nice try. Come up with a better accusation. This shit is real. This isn't a joke. I don't know why it was over in that area, but I kept seeing it, and I finally took a picture of it. So, this is not a normal price to be on anything. You know, I mean, it's just very odd. 3 squared, 3 squares, 9. See, there's things that Jesus supposedly said that I don't think that he did say. Like, for instance, in math, a lot of times you don't see 9. Like when you look at this 3, 3, and 3, you know that equals 9, right? Right? Okay. But you don't see 9. You just know that the sum of it is 9. Okay, or 7 and 2 or whatever. We know it, but we don't see it. And see, and that's in math. That's the mystery of 9, and they refer to it as a her. Okay, the devil wears Prada. 9. In the Bible, where you look it up, where it says, where supposedly Jesus said, "Where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, so shall I be there." Well, 2 or 3, you know, multiples. 7 and a 2, or 6 and a 2 and a 1, they would equal up to 9. See, that doesn't make sense if you're talking about people, because where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, so shall I be there. Well, what happens about the poor schmuck that's standing there by himself? See, then that takes away from the one-on-one relationship that you would have with Jesus Christ. That's why I don't believe he said that. That falls right in line with the verse that says, "And then the disciples came unto Jesus and spoke to him, and Jesus spoke to them in private, saying," well, if it was in private, who wrote it down? And how do they know anything was said? That's like saying, "Oh, I can't tell you that because it's a secret, and I'll tell you why." It's asinine. They're talking about math. Where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, so will I be there. And I don't believe that Jesus is talking about himself being evil. I'm saying we're getting screwed. This is all math. These are codes. That's what this stuff is. I mean, for crying out loud. This was written, what, 2,000 years ago? It's a 369 story. Okay? I can show you through the years. This 369 going back hundreds of years just in the United States in recent history. 369, 963. Let me see if I can find the picture. Bring this up here. What is this? Oh, where is it? This thing here. Okay, 9. These are frequencies. Okay? Here's 963, 369, 639. That's fine. That's one triangle. Okay, here's the other numbers that you don't see so much of, but if you watch the news stories, you'll see those too. The main thing is to identify where this is emitting from, and then who is picking it up. Then you'll know the truth. That's the real truth movement, is finding out where this is being emitted from and who's receiving it. Okay, it isn't David Icke and them and this and all of that bullshit or all of these other things that just leave you more confused. This is the reality. Okay, this is the reality. Our reality is being created by whatever this story is, and this thing, and all of this. These are codes, these are keys, these are unlocking something, but where are they being emitted from? And who's manipulating them? That's the reality. Okay, when I first came on YouTube, I used to leave videos more confused than when I came on. What changed my mind, it led me in the certain direction that I did, is in the King James Version. If you go look in the book of Amos, A-M-O-S, 5:26, it said that the Creator said to the Jews, you're still worshiping that star that you made unto yourself. The name was Chiun. Chiun is the Assyrian word for Saturn. If you look on the it's not the New York Times, it's the New Yorker magazine, and I've showed it, many of you know it. It says Saturn, and then it shows the center of the earth. It says the star that you made unto yourself. If you look at the Jewish flag, what is it? It's a hexagon with 6 points around it. If you fold those points in, you get a 3-dimensional cube. That's the same 3-dimensional cube that's sitting in the UN prayer room. Okay, that's how all of this started with me. Okay, there's nothing else besides that. It was one verse, and I was trying to figure out why in the heck would the Jews be worshiping Saturn? And that's what's led me to all of this stuff. When I finally figured out that Saturn was 9, I started seeing in news stories, and then I started seeing 3s and 6s. Okay, if you add those up, 6 and 3 is 9, and 9 is 18, and 18 is 1 plus 8, it's 9. And then there's all this stuff started clicking together. And there was a lot of people that fought me, but there was a lot of people that stepped in and threw little things here and there that they found. And so that's where I got to the point where I am now. But it all stemmed off of that one verse that says, why are you worshiping the star that you made unto yourself, Chiun, and that word that is Saturn? Okay? It's not Jew bashing night. I could give a rat's ass because the whole world is underneath the power of that star. Whether that thing sits in the center of the earth or whether it considers itself, as written in the occult, where Saturn said, I am the north, south, east, west, top and bottom. Well, that's 6 parameters. That's a cube. Okay? Where it says, I am the first and the last. That's your alpha and your omega. Where it says that Saturn said, I am. The picture of God sitting on a throne with a long white beard is Father Time. Okay? There was somebody, Jesus, but I don't think it's written exactly the way that they've got him in the Bible. But there was a son of the Creator, and somebody's tampered with some stuff. Because when you see a story that's that old, then this reality has been hijacked a long, long time ago by somebody for some reason. That's the truth movement, is finding out where this is originating from and who's picking it up. People can't just be sitting down and writing this. It can't be happening. It's too in-depth. I mean, for fuck's sake, they're passing off murdered kids and stories. Okay? Who's doing this? Are they claiming this as their own? It's definitely code. I don't give a fucking rat's ass. You guys can believe me or not believe me. I'm right about this stuff. This is bigger than any conspiracy you could ever imagine, because it goes back to the beginning of the world. The black hand, whatever you want to call it. It's been around for a long time. Okay, so you guys can keep looking for the Bilderbergs and the Rothschilds. Nah, this is so far beyond that. This is light years separated from that stuff. So this is the reality. Watch the news. Watch the numbers. Watch the stories. There was something on the news today. I was on my way to the airport. I found it very interesting that they said that they found some landing gear. Go Google it. They found some landing gear in New York City that was wedged between two buildings. And they said, well, that must have been from 9/11. And some politician, I can't remember, and I was amazed actually, said, I don't believe it. I believe that shit was planted there. So, you know, maybe some other people really do believe that it's all bullshit. But there's something going on such a high level that it's a big card trick that's being played. But all I'm trying to do is I'm just throwing stuff out here trying to help people out. I'm just a stupid fucking tree man. I climb trees for a living. That's all I do. It's just critical thinking and be very, very observant to things. There's patterns to this. All of nature is a pattern, but you're seeing it in news stories. Are these things happening or are they not? Is it a story replaying itself, and they're just and so some computer program is just writing it so that the story plays itself over? I don't know. I don't know. There's nothing supernatural about anything that I'm doing. But I can see what I see, and when I show you guys, you don't have to scratch your head and go, well, I'm not seeing it like you're seeing it. The numbers are there. Numbers don't lie. Numbers are the universal language. No matter where you go in the world, 1 and 1 always equals 2. So my next step is to go and look in other countries, look at their newspapers, because numbers are numbers. They're going to come up the same. So we'll see if this 369 and 963 is happening over there, or if they're using a different code of combination of codes. Then that would open up a whole new door why the codes over there are different than the ones here. See, then that starts lending credence to certain groups and factions that would be using these numbers to identify themselves. It's a long process, but I'm working on it.